This morning, the UNCTAD released a report stating that Gaza could become uninhabitable by the year 2020 in the wake of last summer's Operation Protective Edge. Joining me today is Mr. Mahmoud Al-Kafif, the coordinator of the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development for Assistance to the Palestinians. Good morning, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
The report by the United Nations stated that the Israeli blockade is one of the central causes for the Gaza Strip's current economic crisis. I was wondering if the Egyptian blockade on the Strip was taken into account over the course of your research, and whether or not it had an impact in the current economic situation in Gaza.
Which Egyptian blockade?
The Egyptians also have a blockade on the Gaza Strip.
Well, I don't know. I mean, we are reporting about what we see from within the Palestinian side. I mean, there was a tunnel economy, and we have mentioned about the tunnel economy. We said this tunnel economy is underground, is unsustainable, and it distorted the economy. From this point of view, yes, it has relieved the Palestinian people within Gaza, but was basically done in our opinion, in an incorrect way, to correct in an incorrect situation. Our recommendation for the overall solution is to lift the blockade in Gaza from all sides, to reactivate the movement and access agreement which was signed in 2005, which basically called to reconnect Gaza with the West Bank and the rest of the world, is to construct a seaport in Gaza and to start negotiation on establishing or constructing an airport in Gaza. What we are saying in our report that the situation in Gaza is unsustainable from a social and economic point of view, and it could fire back at any point of time, and it's not sustainable. And what we are saying is, if this what was the situation in 2012 before the operation in 2014, and actually since 2014, no major reconstruction has been done, no major rehabilitation has been done, only minor things. So I think the situation will be even worse than what the UN has forecasted for 2020.
In terms of reconstruction, what do you say to the Israeli claims that state that the Hamas government is taking rebuilding materials being sent over by Israel to Gaza and using them instead to build terror tunnels into Israeli territory?
Well, actually, I cannot comment on this. I mean, we try not to get into the political side of issues. The fact is that the Gaza Strip is under a blockade, and I mean, this is not our position.
The report specifies that Operation Protective Edge last summer in 2014 is one of the major causes of the economic recession. Why do you think that this operation had more of an impact than the prior two operations that also occurred in Gaza since 2006, if this is the first recession since 2006?
No, all operations, they have a negative impact, no doubt about that. But that was a major one, and in terms of measuring economy GDP, the economic growth in 2014 for the whole occupied Palestinian territory, which is West Bank and Gaza, was minus 0.4 percentage point. Actually, Gaza economy only has declined by 15%. And the only reason for this retraction of 14% is the major military operation which took place in July and August 2014.
What was it specifically about Operation Protective Edge that had more of an impact rather than, say, Pillar of Defense or Operation Cast Lead that caused this year's economic downturn in Gaza?
Well, I'm not a military expert here, so I cannot tell you. I'm an economist. I mean, just the data is telling me, and this is the data measured by the fiscal agency. The data indicated that, and actually also some reference by the World Bank was talking about the economic impact. But the fact that the economy of Gaza stopped for about 50 days, and then the extent of destruction as well. But at the end, what I can tell you that the figure that I've been looking at indicated that the Gaza economy GDP declined by 15%. Why? I don't know. I mean, this maybe need to be studied by a military expert to assess the impact of different military operations.
Okay, what is the direct impact of the blockade that Israel has on Gaza?
Again, I mean, no economic expert could tell you what the direct impact, but the fact that Gaza is under an almost complete economic blockade since 2007, that's how many years now? We are talking about 8 years, which only the essential humanitarian needs are allowed in. So all of these are economic indicators tell us that the economy, I mean, is basically not moving. Add to this the measure imposed on the fishery sector in Gaza, which used to be, I mean, I think 20 miles, and after that it has been reduced by the Israeli authorities to 3 nautical miles, and I think now they are a bit they increased a bit. I mean, all of these are indicators that I mean, Gaza economy is basically in a continuous process of de-development since 2007. The economy did not have a chance to get rehabilitated or reconstructed.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.